Riddle me this, Batman. When is a game pack not a game pack?
Well, I don't know. When it's a jar?
You're not very good at this, are you? The answer is when it's Hodj and Podj, the new board game combination thing from Boffo and Virgin Interactive.
I don't think I get that one.
Here's a quick plot rundown. Hodj and Podj are two identical twins out searching the kingdom of Potpourri for the twin princesses Mish and Mosh, kidnapped by the evil Prime Minister Salmagundi. Whichever brother returns the princesses to the castle gets to pick one to marry.
That sounds like a pretty straightforward fairy tale plot.
Except that this game is from the mind of Steve Maretsky, creator of Planetfall, Leather Goddesses of Phobos, and Superhero League of Hoboken.
Ah! Scratch that last statement.
The two brothers compete in standard board game form with a spinner determining how far you can go on a turn. Along the way, you need to collect information, magic items, and money.
Ah, that's where the game pack question comes in. In order to get those things, you have to play through the mini-games strewn throughout the kingdom.
You probably won't have to play through every single one of them on your quest, but there are 19 different mini-games to play.
And this does not mean adventure-type puzzles that you solve once and never want to look at again. These are all games with pretty heavy replayability, from word games to cryptograms and word finds,
To new adaptations of arcade classics like Pac-Man and Space Invaders,
to card games like poker and barbershop quintet. There's a lot of stuff in this package, and most of it's highly addictive.
When you do particularly well on a mini, you get a clue, or a gold reward, or an item. You'll need to know where the princesses are being held, and you need to bring the right items to terrorize the kidnappers. You can use the money to buy either of those things.
And when you finally manage to get the princess, you may have to face your jealous brother. In a last-ditch effort to win, he challenges you to any one of the 19 minis. If he succeeds, he'll take the princess away.
Of course, you can always follow by challenging him right back, but sooner or later, somebody's going to get to the palace.
Okay, that still doesn't sound like much of a game pack.
Exactly. And yet it is. You don't have to play the board game at all. You can just concentrate on the mini-games. Either just play your favorites, or you can take the grand tour and go through them all either alphabetically, geographically, or randomly.
This versatility makes Hodj and Podj a game that almost anyone will enjoy in some way. If you're like me, you might be turned off by the strategy game Life, but really get a kick out of playing a game of Battlefish with the local squid.
Well, I could care less about Battlefish, but I really love to unscramble the pictures and art parts.
All this stuff would be cool enough played straight, but the Maretsky wit is laced throughout the whole game. Even the game rules have a couple of giggles in them. In Archeroids, the medieval space invaders on its side, the archers are supposedly attacking you because they got too excited after a sugar binge.
And if you have a little game time to kill, try clicking on the background objects in most of the games. They may seem to be just nice pretty pictures, but Maretsky has hidden away what he calls Easter eggs, which can turn a simple barnyard scene into a surreal playground.
Like oink, man.
The sounds are pretty funny, the visuals are terrific, the mini-games are addictive as all get out. Is there any bad thing you can say about Hodj and Podj?
Yes, after a great deal of consideration, I've decided that 19 games are not enough. Surely they could have come up with another game to round the number to 20?
That's what the board game is, silly. And you say I'm no good at riddles?